Hello, and welcome aboard Whale Pod to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I am your Captain Whale, and in today's episode, we're going to be tackling some more of the side quests, namely the hero quest that requires Zeon, well, not hero quest, side quest that requires a specific hero, that being Zeon, and we're going to push ourselves and see if we cannot reactivate that broken down ferronis in the Dana Desert. Seeing as we are now level 31, not just level 30, we have 2 accessory slots, and Noah is showing off that he really is the WWE star of this team with his dual belts here. A silver belt to boost his attack 25%, and a white belt to extend his topple duration 17%, because it is the legendary variety. Noah is also his second successor class, Guardian Commander, and has already ranked up to 2 in me traveling through the Untamed Wilderness to where this episode will begin. Mio is in her first and currently only successor class, the Thaumaturge, and her 2 accessories are Circle of Wisdom to boost her healing power, and Glass Memory to reduce her aggro by 5% every time she successfully lands an auto attack. Her gems are Steady Striker and Steel Cleaver, Noah's being Brimming Spirit for extra aggro generated, and Steel Protection for extra block rate. Steady Striker increases the auto attack rate, this tier I believe by 17%. Steel Cleaver boosts attack by a flat value. Uni is our new Zephyr. She is the only one of our classes to still be rank 1 out of this party. Her gems are Tailwind 2 for boosted agility, and Brimming Spirit 2 for boosted aggro generation. Her accessories are Beastfang Necklace to boost damage against enemies targeting her by 17%, and Foot Protector to boost her evasion while standing still or auto-attacking by 11%. Taion is our new Sword Fighter. Thought we'd branch this boy out into all 3 roles, finally. His gems are Empowered Combo to boost the damage ratio when canceling, and Steady Striker for faster auto attacks. He has the Chrome Scarf for boosting his break duration by 16%, and Detector Headgear, which is a new critical boosting accessory, adding in its rare form a flat 11% crit rate to Taion's critical rate. Lanz is our new Flash Fencer with Steel Cleaver 2 for a little extra flat attack and Steady Striker 2 for faster auto attacking. A rarity Ice Headband will boost his critical hit rate by 22%. This is multiplicative, whereas Taion's is additive. And the Chipped White Brooch ignores 17% of the target's defense when landing a hit. That is physical defense. Ether defense will be left untouched. Senna is our new Tactician. This is her second time in this role. The first time was in our failed experiment back in the chase scene when we were on basically fresh classes. Her accessories are Friendship Ring, like before, to reduce the aggro she generates from healing, and Circle of Intellect in a legendary form to boost her healing power. Her gems are Disperse Bloodlust 2 to reduce the aggro she generates, and Swelling Blessing 2 to boost the strength of buff effects she places for the party. Teach is pretty much the same, other than at level 30, Teach's second accessory slot opened up, and hero gems do appear to upgrade over time, so now Teach's gems are at rank 4. He has a higher chance for double attacks and faster auto attack speed. Also on Master Arts, Noah is carrying Wide Slash and Giant Swing, pretty par for the course for my defenders, Evasion and a big beefy hit. Mio is carrying double combo coverage, getting Shield Bash from Guardian Commander and Myopic Screen from Medic Gunner. Uni has Crash Out and Myopic Screen giving her a bit of combo usage, and Crash Out for just high aggro AoE. Taion has Overfall for a little... I believe Overfall is the sleep action one. And Wide Slash for just, well, evasion. Lands is using Giant Swing and Wide Slash for similar reasons to Uni. Except rather than wanting to deal damage and evade to keep aggro and keep alive, he wants to deal damage and evade to deal out more punishment and to stay alive should he get the aggro for any amount of time. Senna's Master Arts are Myopic Screen and Hidden Thorn. Hidden Thorn to apply a debuff in Bleed, and Myopic Screen for some combo access. Teach, of course, is still the same. Teach's talent art, as you can see there, does have the new burst icon. Oh, and Taion had a red dot on classes, so yes, Taion can now equip Thaumaturge. Meaning the only one left out of Teach's fun now is Noah. This next fight should remedy that, though. As you can see, even heroes who are not actively with us, like Best Girl Ethel, are still leveling up with Teach and Xeon. Now, let's get into the meat of the video. Back here is a container that I have found before but have not opened, because it is guarded by this lad. This chonky boy. Fusion first and focus attacks to simply keep us from drawing in that other Roppel over there. This is my first attempt at fighting this unique monster. I'm going to try and get all my first attempts on camera. If you notice that these are different classes than we were using in the last episode, that is because I did a little grinding off camera in order to max them out at 10 apiece, for the sole purpose of wanting to use new classes for this fight. Alright. This is going to be a tough fight, I can tell. Roppels are tough for their level. A lot of the troubles I've had with regular enemies have been in Roppel fights. Alright, we got a daze off. That is always of use. Either Teach or Mio got off a burst. And for my grinding, I went back to our unique monster, Agnian Machine, Sensitive Catalyst, over in Alfeto Valley in order to repeatedly resurrect and slaughter him over and over again. Poor Machine. He just had the bad luck of being the highest level unique monster I had already defeated. Okay. Mio and I are at Interlink level 3, so might as well unleash the Ouroboros here. Barely on the edge there. Drop out of Ouroboros. Nice little burst there. Okay, I can get these items now. Burst seems to do what Smash did in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and cause the enemy to drop extra items. Burst also appeared to, or I don't know, something appeared to clear his rage status. Whoa, Noah went down there. Let's pull off our interlink here. Pop a chain attack. Let's hope we have enough.
I just thought of a great idea. This should be our plan of attack. Observe my strategy. This should be our plan of attack.
Lands. Let's go, buddy. I will let you do the honors.
Right, then follow up. How about this? You thought it was over. Ha! I got you in my sight.
Noah is back in action.
This should be our plan of attack. All right. I'll take point. More where that came from. This isn't the end.
Tyon should hopefully reactivate here.
Above and beyond.
And let the overkill begin!
I might have the answer.
This should be our plan of attack. Will be done.
Alright, teach.
I'll take point.
A one hit, a one load up. Teach does not use any chain gauge, so we will get to go another round. Tyon is back at it again.
This should be our plan of attack. I'll make this fun.
I get first dibs. I can follow that up.
Point limit. Okay, Tyon. You ready for your amazing? Woohoo! Amazing! 222!
This is the power with which we fight.
Not the largest chain attack I've ever done, but definitely the toughest monster I've ever chain attacked into oblivion like that.
Oh, that looks valuable.
There is Petrovor Judamar's gravestone.
Do this, but you're in our way. If they won't back down, then so be it. Not on my watch.
Nothing short of brilliant.
I know just where it hurts the most. I know
Just as planned, eh, Tyon? Divine protection.
Save us! can do this.
I'm fit to burn.
Furious flash. Impact. Overclock
It's
buster.
too easy. Come after me and
Now, let's see what's both in this ether channel,
On your own.
as if we didn't already know. Oh, look, some ether. Who would have guessed? Jasper Coriander all the way out here. I believe one of the Nopons in one of the colonies is selling that. And we have some Gemstones Detector headgear. That's another one of what Tyon has equipped that's giving him his boosted critical rate. And now, heroes, we are going to switch over to using Xeon.
You need my help. At your service.
Xeon and apparently Ethel as well have slightly more experience than Teach does, making them higher levels than Teach, or at least leveling up at earlier intervals from Teach. Noah has finally obtained the ability to class into Thaumaturge as well, meaning Teach's presence is not as necessary. See, there it is. We have one equipped on Tyon, increases critical rate by 11 percentage points. Right now, though, we are actually going to... Well, not quite yet. We'll probably switch it over when we're in Dana Desert. But the Dana Desert Hulk has a lot of high-level enemies around it, so having something that boosts damage to higher-leveled enemies can be useful there. Now we will skip travel like I was gearing up to do. Now that we have Xeon back in our party. All the way over... Not there. I still haven't looked off camera to see if that's actually where I don't want it to be. All the way... Let's go to the Ricallo Pond. We will arrive in the morning times. And now, with our rank 4, rank 4, rank 3, rank 3, rank 3, rank 7, rank 10, we are ready to do lean times in Colony 9. Teach's Teachers is not something I'll be doing for a while, as the recommended level is way higher than I thought it was going to be for how early in the game we gain access to it. We are going to activate lean times in Colony 9, required hero Xeon. We do have ourselves a wild Xeon. Just go ahead and gonna clear all that away. I'm a little bit bugged by having those red dots everywhere, if you could not tell. But from fun times viciously beating a poor Roppel to death,
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
and from getting a rare Helix Tube, we head back to Everblight Plains.
Coming here, I think back to the day of the mission.
We were enemies back then, huh? Funny how things turn out.
There's a supply drop beyond
Supply
here.
drop.
I don't think we're beefy enough to take on these feisty-looking Roppels yet. Seems usable. Let's take it. Levnis Lamellar Armor. Gather things of use on the old battlefield still. There's going to be a supply drop out there, signified by the red smoke. We will head to that. Gathering these along the way. Seems usable. Let's take it. Levnis Lamellar Armor again. Oh, rations. Should still be edible. Rations. If you did not know, you can press down on the right stick in order to expand the minimap into a mega map. Or should I say mega evolve it into a mega map. Oh, rations. Should still be edible. More rations. I don't know, even if it is edible, how much I'd want to eat it. But beggars can't be choosers when it's lean times in Colony 9. I'm sorry. I have to take this for Colony 9. Kevesi Infantry Exosuit. Would have been more believable if there had been a already off-sent husk there. Heading into dangerous Ruppel territory for this. I'm sorry, I have to take this for Colony 9. Kevesi Infantry Exosuit. Does not appear to be much more any further this way. Good, because those Ruppel would make a meal of me in one hit, probably. They're also high enough in level that we definitely couldn't do anything about them without any sort of night vision or sunlight eye effects, which boost accuracy during their respective times of day. Night vision at night, sunlight eye during the day. Night vision was the only one around in Xenoblade Chronicles, and it was incredibly useful in that game. Sunlight eye was introduced in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I felt like there were a lot fewer situations in which accuracy boosts like that were useful. There were still some, just not many that I experienced. And of course, here in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I still don't know everything, so I can't judge whether or not they're good. Seems usable. Let's take it. More Levinus armor. That's going to be an enemy... Yep, those are enemy Kevesi down there. My map is showing someone that needs off-seeing.
I wouldn't want to tangle with that.
No, we're not going for that supply drop. Those ugly Wolf are getting their ugly all over it.
Fight with focus.
This is our first example of these squads coming equipped with a full-sized Levinus.
Someone's needy. I can always count on you, Zeon. Ha! No ball fall.
You gotta face me. This'll keep me going.
No.
Keep trying, loser.
Good going, Uni.
Come on, cheer up, guys.
Cheers for that.
Thanks for the support.
We do now only have 2 healers, with Senna and Mio.
I can feel it in my bones. Butterfly blade.
Saber strike.
Here's Gemini protection. Right.
But beggars can't be choosers. 3 healers was definitely nice for that elite fight. Don't know how necessary it's going to be for just beating up a robot. Nice, Mio. Now I know for sure Mio's the one getting the bursts. Alright, we have our awakening.
I'm the girl with the gall.
That should really boost affinity with Agnes every time we take down a Kevesi squad like that. More big boys on the map as we get towards the husk that needs to be laid to rest, so I will definitely avoid that.
You're planning on fighting that?
No, we're not. I wouldn't be surprised if in the late game to end game a super boss spawns somewhere here on the Everblight Plains. We do need to get uncomfortably close to this Wolf for this pickup. I'm sorry, I have to take this for Colony 9. Infantry exosuit. Hopefully we do not have to go deeper in than that to get all these. I suppose, though, I should go at least to the edge of the search zone.
Something so valuable here.
Well, apparently they can be anywhere. Maybe they come from all the busted up machinery out here. Okay. We need to keep in the search zone. We have 8 of 10. I don't know, maybe there's a super boss that can be fought earlier in the game up that vine ladder there. Definitely don't think there's going to be anything up there. We're nearing the end of the search zone. And the enemies up there are ridiculously high level. We're talking the highest level enemies we've seen. Is there one out here? No, good. We're outside the search zone, actually, so let's head back. I wish there were some enemies that weren't either ridiculously weak or too strong for us. Because right now I feel like this isn't the most exciting it could be. So we're just going to keep going around the green circle here, though, seeing if we can't find these last 2 drops. I am going to also check the map to see what our goal... Maybe it's just our distance from the center of the circle there. Or is there perhaps another field to scavenge from? That's an Offseer's Anguish that it's pointing us toward there. I don't want to keep the mega map up too often, as I want to be able to see some of where I'm going. But we are going to adventure around here before we head back by the feisty Ropples, because I do not want to encounter any buried Ropples like there are in other areas.
Well, isn't that something?
Yeah, I remember seeing these high-level enemies, or at least the Ropples, on the way back to Colony 9, when we first exited the little tutorial segment in the battle against Colony Sigma. Not quite at the edge of the search zone yet. Not going to progress that way over that ledge. No way up there for now. Let's head back into the search zone. Trying to see if I could find a way up to that container. But knowing this type of area, it's probably surrounded by a bunch of high-level baddies. Don't worry, I'll remember where it is and be back for it later. I wish this wasn't a search zone, but just showing 10 little locations on the map. But I feel like the search zone at least does have some flavor to it. Sometimes I'll concede that flavor should trump player convenience. Over back in the Ropples is still part of the search zone, so we will risk life and limb for Colony 9.
planning on fighting that.
The Colnicus Ropple. Nope, we're not planning on fighting it. We do, however, need to get past them in order to keep searching for more of these investigation marks. There's one down there. Right by the Ropple, really? Let's come back to that one. At least flyers and bunnets without things in their hands are non-aggressive. Come on, Ropple. Turn around, you big dumb idiot.
I wouldn't want to tangle with that.
Cheese it! Rations should still be edible. Now let's get out of here. And explore further back in. Quad wing. Birds are annoying to get off your case if you aggro them. Of course, there's one back by the bunnet with the big stick. Keep an eye on everything large and deadly around here. We have a few uniques here. Not uniques, elites.
Yeah, we might want to rethink.
Elites are brand new to this entry of the Xenoblade Chronicles series.
Keep your heads or lose them.
This one looking at me funny. Hey, you! Weapons out, guys! It's do or die!
Nope, just die. It is not due time, it is big chicken dinner time. That should be enough to go on.
It's like looting their resting place. Not pleasant, however you look at it.
That's exactly why we should save all the lives that we possibly can.
Talk with Camilla. After our experience in running like a scared little girl from a big bunny rabbit with a bigger stick. I'm not going to make you watch all that walking. So we're going to go right to the front gate. Oh, and there's now a little acorn icon on the map signifying the Nopon trader here. I don't think there's one in Colony 4 yet because we have yet to reach Colony 2's affinity to unlock Nopon visiting the colony. Hey, Camilla. Camilla? Hi, all. Is there anything you need? Though let me be clear that we're pretty limited in what we got on hand right now. We want to leave this with you, if that's okay. Oh, it's all food and supplies. How in the world did you... I'll make sure it gets to those who need it in the colony. Thanks so much for this. Hey! Huh? Where the spark did you get that? Excuse you? And don't feed me some crap about just finding it lying around, because that won't fly with me. So this is what I think happened. You saw things couldn't last here and nicked it from someone else, didn't you? While we're forbidden from doing it. No, we found it at Everblight Plain. What? You're saying that we should loot and pilfer stuff to survive? Well, what are your alternatives? Survive by taking from the living even though you don't need to fight anymore? Don't touch any of this stuff, Camilla. Look. Now that the colony's been freed, things can't go back to the way they were before. I agree with them that this is the way to keep everyone in the colony alive. Camilla. Xeon, if you're thinking of going along with this, you can... Camilla! Camilla! Harala seen list of arrived goods. Harala wait for this day for so long, can now repair all Levnesses at long last. Okay, Harala, calm down. Xeon, we aren't the only ones who aren't happy with your way of doing things. It's just till the shortages are sorted out. Don't get so worked up about it. I understand Kite's opinion, though. We need those fields in working order, and then everything will work out. Quest complete. Lean times in Colony 9.
I see some relations have changed.
Fox, what do you have new to say? What are we supposed to do if we bring Camilla something from the battlefield, and then someone kicks up a fuss about it? If anything goes wrong, this is on you, you hear? Don't make trouble for Camilla.
I see some relations have changed.
Oh, we're not making trouble for Camilla. You're the only one making trouble for Camilla. Harala. Maintenance of Levnis not progressing properly right now. Big headache of Harala. But bringing of much materials and whatnot, big help. Harala cannot thank enough. Really, you don't recognize my sword guy back up there? It's Xeon's sword. Wow, that was a big affinity boost for Colony 9. We're going to do a little bit more wandering around, see if any changed opinions are wandering about now. There's Rolled. We'll talk to Rolled at a later time. Because our next quest in the log that we are going to be taking on is the Desert Hulk. And we need to... For the Desert Hulk, defeat monsters dwelling around the Ferronis Hulk. And for that, we are going to do something here to boost our damage exponentially against tougher opponents. Okay, we are putting on Warrior's Armlets. Boost damage dealt when attacking higher level enemies by 35%. We're also going to put the lesser versions of these, the Apprentice Vambraces, on our attackers. And we're pretty good about following up our breaks right now. So while that's a nice training tool, we're going to swap it for the Apprentice Vambraces. And on lands, we're going to swap the Chipped White Brooch for, I know I have some rare Vambraces here somewhere. Yes, Apprentice Vambraces, rare rarity. Now all of our tanks and attackers have boosted damage to higher level enemies. Go to the map now. Fornis region. We do not yet have a skip travel point in the Dana Desert. So, Galgor's Menhir it is. Now, we will debut, or not debut, but once again, show off what Teach taught us about not losing to weak A sand. We used to be like Anakin Skywalker, blind, hating sand, burnt to a crisp, and seduced by the dark side.
Rare thing?
Now, we are striding up the sands like nobody's business. These Roppel are not going to pay us any mind anymore. Oh, look at the baby caterpiles. It's too bad you're still on my enemies I do not enjoy list from when your big daddy gave me a schooling I was not prepared for. The Dana Desert. I can't tell if this is a sandstorm or just cloudy. The Scorepoxes are not going to give us the Scorepox today.
Oh, that's a rare one.
At level 32, we are a bit too scurra for them to want to tussle with us.
I don't want to do this.
But we're going to tussle with this boy.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Leave the enemies to me.
Smooth as always, Noah. How's that? He's figure. This ain't the half of it. Too easy.
Was I expected?
Come
I'd
after
say
me,
we were
and that's
moving
what
in
you
sync.
get.
Right, Tyon?
These Marin, if I remember correctly, are, yes, level 56. That Taos is level 25. It's not going to bother us unless we bother it. There is an ether channel nearby. We can always use some ether. Can't go wrong with a little ether. We're going to need some to feed the Hulk anyway. And while we have plenty, we could always have more plenty.
I'll claim the ether here.
Also, I have basically determined through trial and error that taking an L does not rob you of ether cylinders, but crafting gems does indeed spend ether. Ooh, those flyers out there look fancy. But we're getting off course. Pawn Arachno, I'll probably slaughter a good number of those off camera as some of the level 3 gems are needing Arachno drops now. A small nut. Okay. That is our first big boy we must clear.
I'll lure them in.
Hey, lure, hit this time, please. Or... he'll come around and see us.
Well, isn't that something?
Or... these guys are also no longer considered yellow, as we have leveled up to within close to their level, giving us the least amount of disadvantage, while still full advantage from our high-level enemy-based items. Let's get that out of our way. As soon as he's in range, he's getting a pebble to the forehead.
Guys, get ready to fight. First blood. I can't hold them off.
Dark banner.
I'll draw them.
Flash.
Perfect time.
Falcon. Swoop. How's that? Butterfly blade.
Here, I'll take you on.
Glitter. Daze.
Knock it down.
We can do this.
Fusion first and focus attacks as normal.
Divine protection.
Revolution
Keep
ahead!
trying, loser.
I'll have to get on your level.
Very nice, Xeon.
How so? Divine protection. Half of it.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
How so?
Edge thrust.
Crazy strong now.
I'm more than strong enough to punch your lights out!
I've got support covered.
Pain fades away.
Butterfly.
I got our awakening here.
The spark, I feel the power.
Now we're in the swing of things.
Shield blast. Break.
The power of ferronis.
Let's use the time to win out the big gun! We'll blow you away!
There's spark in me yet.
I'll patch
guys
you up.
ready for this?
Bear with me. Ready whenever. How's that? I felt
Son
something.
of a-
Let us do it, Tian. Oh, you're sparking spark
I
now,
need you,
then.
Mio.
One is not an ideal Ouroboros level.
Dragon tail.
We can't hold for much longer!
There we go. Just for fun, let's absolutely murder this guy.
Leave this to me! I use my thinking muscle!
Deflector form.
I'll take point.
Alright, Tyon, I'll lead us off here. Xeon.
Stay focused!
So close to the overkill.
Above and beyond.
Bravo! Both Noah and Xeon back in action.
Thinking muscles for this one!
I've got an idea.
Alright, coming right up! Let me do the honors!
I can follow that up.
No holding back.
We can go all night! I got you in my sight!
I'm gonna say it once again, no matter who it is, Ethel's silver coat looks awesome on them.
I just yippee! Allow me.
505% of this score pox isn't gonna be much at all.
I can follow that up.
How about this?
One more for the road.
We still get one more chain after this. Alright.
Leave it to uni.
All right.
I get first dibs.
Stay focused!
This isn't the end.
Another knockdown. Beat up. Guys, that was incredible.
Whoa! Got a rare doodah right here!
Now that we've taken that one down,
That smarts.
let's eliminate
Over here.
this big boy. Draw him nice and away. Fusion first, focus attacks.
No ball.
Divine protection. I've got support covered. You didn't disappoint.
Falcon! Swoop!
Butterfly blade. Come on, cheer up, guys. Cheers, you're the dead.
Revolution Edge!
They say the half of it.
Time to end this.
Gemini.
Right. Swoop!
No. Butterfly blade.
Taunt!
Still hit 'em over and over. Crazy strong now.
I'm more than strong enough to punch your lights out!
Divine Stormy sky. I've got support covered.
Appreciate it.
Let's do it, Tyon.
All right.
Now, sorry.
Proud! Falcon!
Time swoop field.
Noble Taunt! A few shields back!
I'm gathering momentum.
We can do better yet! Alright, keep them coming! You might want to surrender before we grind you in time to win out the big gun! We'll blow you away!
How's that? Momentum field.
Proud! Break!
Daze. Straight through. Everyone healed up. No complaints.
Got a burst there.
Shields back! Sudden! Noble Taunt!
Flank. Glitter.
They're sparking me yet!
I'll punch you up. Come with me.
Much longer! Edge drop!
It's time.
Leave Dormy.
Mio! We can do this now!
Right.
Overfall! Revolution Edge!
Figure. Wide slash.
Let's feel the pressure!
Anytime you want.
No slap! Break! Phantom Strike!
Overclock Buster.
Proud! Going edge!
Air slash.
Dark. Butterfly blade. Gotcha.
Chain attack time.
Do you think this plan might work? I might have the answer. Yippee!
Okay, Senna.
I'll take point.
You're in for it now.
Point limit already. Jeez, guys.
And one for good measure. Fight the duck.
Tyon back in action, just as we wanted.
What I was waiting for.
Let me do the other thing, you're in the clear!
Starting the overkill.
I can follow that up.
This'll end it.
Cool. Senna back in action.
Hit them where they least expect.
All right!
I get first dibs. Me next.
No holding back.
Let's bring it home!
A reactivation on Uni. We're not gonna get this one done, but we'll get in a little extra whacking on this.
So sudden!
There we are. Both elites around this Hulk done and dusted. See if we can take these Roppel one at a time.
Well, we've been found.
Well, two at a time.
Draw them.
Smooth as always.
Fusion first.
Raise figure.
I'll draw them! Cheers for that!
Wild selection. Here, I've got support covered.
Cheers for that!
Leaping current. Butterfly blade.
Leave the enemies to me.
Smooth as always, Noah. Stormy skies.
No.
This power. We can do this.
Oof.
I'm fit to burst.
Revolution Edge.
White flash.
No balls. Crawl.
Impact. This. Well within tolerance.
I'll punch you up. Just bear with me.
Did I read things wrong?
Pay for this. Butterfly blade. I can still do this. I'll punch you up. Just
I need you, Mia.
Your tactics will win the game. Let's do it, Tyon. Gotta kill you now, sorry. Jack, banner.
Now I'm ready to make some waves.
Dragon tail.
Wait. Stormy sky. Doing away with the heels?
Dragon tail.
Revolution
Edge. Near our limit. Going in.
Here we go.
About to be now.
Are we going to make it?
You might want to hang back.
Knew you had it in you, Mimi.
Deflect the
Divine
field.
Pierce figure. I've got support covered. Cheers, you're a gem. How's that?
Wide edge thrust.
Maximum power, maximum skill.
Send the mud and pack it. Time to wheel out the big gun.
I'm getting into the swing of it.
Protect my friends.
That is 2 Roppel down.
I'll lure them in. I'll draw them.
Smooth as always, Noah.
No balls.
Divine protection. He's slamming lunch. Cheer up, guys. Thanks.
Revolution Edge.
Pressure advantage.
Ever the paragon, Mia.
How's that? Divine protection.
Shield back.
I've got support covered.
Over here. Pain fades away.
Here. Gemini.
No
Bolt
balls.
strike.
Swoop. We've got them pinned down.
Stormy
No
skies
balls.
are building up.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
All right, keep them coming.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it. Here we go, guys.
Bird time.
You lead.
I'll draw them.
Smooth as always, Noah.
No balls. Revolution Edge.
Big heart, cheer up, guys.
Time to get cracked.
How's that?
Falcon Edge.
No more torn power. We can do this.
I can feel it in my bones. Divine Stormy
Future
skies.
way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
No time to play around.
Butterfly blade. Divine Pierce.
Great.
What is that big force? Butterfly blade.
Fusion of our
Divine
strength.
protection.
No. Swoop.
No more
Hey,
torn
Gemini. Right.
Revolution Edge.
power. We can do this.
I can feel it in my bones.
Feel that? Oh yeah.
Strength. It's amazing. How's that?
Deflect the field.
Got the awakening.
No.
Overclock buster.
Straight through. All figured out. That was spectacular.
And
Now,
I was the MVP.
how many of these 3 are we going to get angry at us at once? These are the last 3 surrounding this ferronis Hulk.
No time to play around.
Just this guy.
Keep your attacks focused. No balls. Leave the enemies to me.
Smooth as always, Noah. Gotcha.
Shield back.
Glitter. Stormy skies. Butterfly blade. Haze
I know
figure.
just where it hurts the most.
Just as planned, Tyon. Gemini. Right.
Proud.
No
Things are building up now.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
Rank. Glitter.
Deflect the field.
Keep up the pressure. Stormy skies. Protection. Butterfly blade.
No.
Haze
All
figure.
right, keep them
2 more to go.
And I was the MVP. You all think you itching to get wrecked?
This guy on his own. Fusion first and focus attacks.
Haze figure.
They're sparking me yet. Focus on defense. Leave the enemies to me.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Noble torch!
Haze figure.
It's power. We can do this.
Man, I'm fit to burst. How's that? Stormy sky.
Feel that? Oh yeah!
You want some more? Straight through.
It's power. We can do this.
I can feel it in my bones.
There's a burst. And a big heal from it. That burst talent art also does a big heal as well.
No time to play around.
A last enemy! Then we can awaken this fallen ferronis. Well, partially.
Am I doing okay with the heal?
Show them.
Man, I'm fit to burst.
A fusion of our
Haze
No
figure.
knocking off.
White flash. Dark banner. Everyone healed up? No complaints?
These talent arts really seem like they should have iframes to them, but they don't. Well, some of them at least.
Do it, Kion. Gonna knock you into next week.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
And that is all the enemies around this Ferronis Hulk cleared away. Let's open it up.
Together now.
On it.
Requires 20 ether cylinders. We have enough. Ferronis Hulk rebooted. That first one we found definitely was the tutorial Hulk, only needing 1 ether cylinder. The Desert Hulk complete. 10 soul points is our only real reward here.
Good place to take a breather.
And
Smarts.
this will give us our first bit of a teleport point in the desert. Before we end the episode, we are going to loot the containers.
Good thing we found this.
Some pure gemstones, circlet of wisdom, a whole bunch of gold Nopon coins.
Anything to help.
Pure gemstones are needed for crafting higher up gems that we currently have the materials to craft. But it's good to stock up. Brute memory, I wonder what that is. But from here, I am going to say, thank you all for watching. I have been your Captain Whale. If you liked this video, leave a like and consider subbing to the channel. If you do sub to the channel, please ring that notification bell to stay up to date with all my latest uploads.
Right.
As always, comments are welcome down below, and please feel free to answer the question of the day that I routinely post on these videos. Until next time, I hope you are all having a great day, Whale Pod. Goodbye.
Let me just